I got big rocks jumping at my brand new Patek watch. Ice, ice, baby. I got
Well, there's the new series.
She bad. Alrighty, this is a bit of a... I don't even know if this will air or go live if I post this, because we might not even win the auction. But nonetheless, there's a VF GTS up for auction today. Yeah, man, that's what I was thinking. I'm just recording a video, and let's just play bulk fucking music with bitches and show me at the same time, bro. That's fucking mad.
She got no dad, she bad.
If she got no dad, she bad. Anywho, got a VF GTS repairable write-off, 80,000 kilometers. It is silver, automatic. I think it's number 53 on auctions today. But we are going to bid on it. We are going to bid on it. If we win, this will be a repair series, how to rebuild a VF GTS. This, that. Anywho, let's have a quick gander. Let's go images. As you can see, VF GTS 2014. It has a knock on the side. I'll show you in just a moment. The front control arm is bent. The rear's a bit towed out. It might not show too well. I'll put some photos up on the screen so you can actually see it properly. But I believe it's down in Melbourne. So yeah, it should go for quite a bit of money. I know there's going to be a few wreckers up here at least that will be bidding on this car. Can guarantee it. So I'm going to have to be battling against a few people. Honestly,
Stay vigilant and focused.
Yeah, kid. What do you reckon? I don't know, repair. I reckon I'm gonna tap out like.
I wouldn't pay any more than 50 for it.
Yeah, I reckon I'll probably tap out 50k. I reckon 50k is probably the max I would go. Oh, I don't even know that. 45k, bro. Because the whole rear cradle's bent. The other side, the whole cradle's bent.
Okay, so you buy a cradle?
Yep.
$5,000.
Yeah. Control arms are all bent. Suspension's all whacked. So it'll be coilovers.
So just say front and rear.
So you need coilovers, wheels. The wheels are fucked because of the hit.
Yeah. Lucky we know.
Rear cradle.
Like we know a company, Shady Street Carney, that can supply us with
Yep.
wheels and coilovers.
So I go 22s, that's $3,000.
Link below.
Coilovers, 1,500. So 4.5. Then 5k
Look,
for
let's say
rear
you
cradle.
spend 10 on it.
About 10k.
You know you're 60, you sell it for 80.
Then you have to get it cleared.
Which is only $350.
So now if I pay 40, I owe me 50. If I pay 50, I owe me 60. Resell. I don't know if you're getting 80k for a repairable GTS. That's
Yeah,
the
but
thing.
it's like you can prove damage which wasn't body structural.
Yeah.
It was pretty repaired. Like people don't like stoved in A pillars, B pillars.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It's not like that. It's just minor.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are what number at number 6. We have 47 cars to go. We're gonna wait, and then as soon as it's live, we're gonna get bidden. We are one away. I did just kind of read into it a bit more. It's in WA, so bit of a shit show to get it over here. It'll cost quite a bit. Don't know how hard we're gonna go on it. I said 50 before. Oh, here we go. I said 50 before. I probably won't go that far.
Yes, to Gen F as well. They're buying 6.2 litres of Fury, 80,000 kilometres. Repairable right off their buyers. Have a look at this one.
What a G up.
Let's start it away. GTS. I'll start it here at $20,000.
20,000 starts crazy.
For a GTS, their buyers. Gen F
24, 30. 32, 34.
32. At 32,000, over an hour away.
34, winning.
at 34,000, over an hour.
38, 40. Nah, I'm out. No way. No way. 42.
For a GTS, their buyers at 40 now, bidding at 40, 40, 40 now. At 40,000, the LSA 6.2.
142.
42. At 42,000, their buyers in the silver there at 42, 42. We're on the market buys at 42. At 42,000, all bidding their
I'm winning.
buyers. I'll take your $500 bid straight off the bat from now. For a final tune before
I could win it.
$500 bids.
42.
Above their buyers, otherwise it's finding a new home. Right here, right now, at 42,000. Bidding.
Oh, fuck!
42
$500. Fuck, do I go 43?
42 and 5. 42,500 over in their buyers.
I went 43.
GTS,
I went 43. I went 43.
43 grand. 43,000.
Oh,
their line. Here we go, buyers at 43,000.
Come on. Come on.
Sold at 40.
Woo! Let's go. Let's fucking go, bro. No fucking way.
9.
Yeah, cars.
Very well bought.
That's
LSA
hectic.
is yours. All right.
Well, there's the new series. Fucking hell.
4 as a record.
43K.
45 on their buyers,
Thing is,
WA.
WA.
6,000.
It's going to cost you a couple grand to get over here.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. So what, I pay 13% on that? So 13% on 43. What? Works out to be 5...
It's going to owe you probably nearly 53 grand.
Let's do it. So 43,000 times
Without repairs, yeah.
by 0.13. So it's 5.5 in percentage.
Yeah, add that onto your 43.
So then you go plus 43,000. So it owes me 48. Then plus freight.
Which is going to be like 3 grand.
I reckon it'd be more than that.
No, I think Nate got a company bring it over on a truck and it was only like, 2,800 or something.
Fuck, what a G up. That's sick. I don't get why I get so G'd up about that. Thoughts? You're not rating it, eh?
That's a bit of money now that I think about it.
Why?
43 is mad. Like, it was in Sydney.
At the same time,
good, but you just spend another 8k.
At the same time, engine's 20 every day of the week. Worst case, I have to part the out. 20, box, 3, cradle, auto, cradle, 4. So what, there's 7k in driveline, 20 in a motor, so that's 27 there. 10k in a body kit, so what's that, 37. Then you got interior 2.5.
Let's just say you're at 40 there.
Brakes, 7.
Yeah, so you're at 47.
47, so it's pretty much money back. And a shell that's a repairable GDS.
Yeah, the only problem is you don't know if it runs. This is the problem with buying shit through auctions. It could have been stolen,
Imagine
crashed,
the sumps blowing out of it.
Rods out of the car, like it could have been a lot of things, you know? You got to think about why they put it down as a repairable write-off.
Right, that's wild.
The gamble started.
That's hectic. I was recording this not thinking I'd probably win, but we did. So it's $43,000 is what we paid. I'm going to be documenting all of this, the whole journey on the rebuild of this car. This is going to be cool, man. This is going to be the first rebuild series on the channel. It's going to be a cool build. Hopefully, we're hoping it has both keys, all books. We're hoping the car runs. If it's modified, that would be quite cool. I did notice it does have a Harrop intake on it. It looks like it's got a bigger bottom balancer. It does have a bit of a boost upgrade. Who knows what exhaust is on it? You couldn't really tell by the photos. You couldn't see the headers in it. Normally the headers are a dead giveaway. It's got full exhaust system. Having a Harrop intake, I'm assuming if they got it done by a shop, they'd probably do exhaust and intake at the same time and with the boost upgrade too. So nonetheless, cool car, we won. Let's do it. Build series begins. This is episode 1 of LSA GDS restoration. Let's get it. So it is now 7 p.m. at night, and finally all of the details and the emails for the car have come through. So we're going to quickly pull all this up and I'll show you what the whole process is of bidding. So pretty much have an account through Pickles. You find a car, select a car that you're interested in purchasing. You then wait until that car's now live and bidding is live on the car. Now, usually when they do bids, there's hundreds of cars on at the same time. So you just got to double check your lot number and just wait for your one to pop up. Now, let's have a look just here. There's probably a few things I'm gonna blur. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw it up on the screen so I can look at it and you guys can look at it on the side here too. So I'll just move over. As you can see, it's got the date, all the details of the car. So lot 53 was the number. So lots here pretty much the number of the car on that specific bidding day. The build number, all the details, VIN, this, that, repairable write-off, incident, impact, sold with no plates. It's got the current odometer, registration, there's no registration on the vehicle. Shows my bid amount. I'm paying a $6,450 percentage fee or fee to Pickles for the purchase of the vehicle. Bit of a stinger, that one. So that's $6,450 on top of what I bidded for a total amount of. Now, one thing I've got to figure out now, I've been speaking to a few guys, is actually getting the car from WA. So there's a few ways we can do it. A lot of companies don't go straight from WA all the way up the East Coast. Probably the better way to do it is actually get it from WA to South Australia or Melbourne, and then organise a company to go from there across. I've already spoken to someone, Jesse Batson, who owns JB Automotive. A lot of you guys have probably seen his cars on socials. He's probably one of the top HSV dealers in Australia at the moment. He is able to help organise transport from Western Australia to South Australia. So either it's going to go to his yard or a depot down there, and he'll help me out with that. And I'm getting a quote at the moment to go from SA all the way up to Gold Coast. What we're going to do now is just going to confirm I can 100% get it picked up. Need to get to another depot. Where the yard is in Perth, I need to get the car picked up on a trailer, taken to another depot, to then get taken from Western Australia Welshpool to South Australia depot. and then from South Australia depot picked up again, and then brought all the way up to the Gold Coast. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be under $3,000 in transport, to be honest. I'm pretty sure from speaking to Jesse, it's about $1,000 and a bit to get from WA to SA. So now I'm hoping it's only going to be like $1,800 to go from SA up to Gold Coast. So we'll see what we can do. I'll chat with you guys now, but there's a bit of an update. Alrighty guys, it is the 9th of November, 5:38 PM. We're around the corner from the shop and finally the car has arrived. It's been a bit of a long journey. I'll explain why it's taken so long in just a moment, maybe in the next clip, but the car's here. We're gonna get this thing unloaded, which is also gonna be super interesting because as you know, it is a wrecked car and we don't have a forklift or nothing, so we're gonna have to skull drag or drive it off. Don't know how we're gonna do it. But anywho, we'll check in once we get the car and then we'll actually give it a full walk around and kind of assess the damage on it. I'm nervous though. Now, as you can see guys, the way this thing was actually put on the truck, so it was forklifted all the way up to the top, and with both those control arms in the front and rear, it made it super, super hard to actually take it off of the truck. The front wheel simply just kept popping out of the guard, being held on with nothing other than the suspension. It just couldn't be held in place. It would keep towing out all the way, folding in, hitting the front bumper, made it super, super awkward, and it was actually disconnected from the steering rack, so you couldn't even steer the thing. We'd simply try and roll back a bit and it would fold back out. The boys would then try and push it straight again, pull it straight, and they just simply couldn't do it. We ended up actually getting a forklift to push the wheels straight again every time we moved it. Eventually we just decided to start lifting the car up, turning the wheel, and then dropping the car back down on the ground, or I should say onto the trailer at least. Eventually we did get it off. This was about an hour and 30 to 2 hour process. Took a very, very long time. Alrighty, so a bit going on. Logan's just trying to grab that corner. We got it off the top. This has been an absolute shit show, but yeah, we're just gonna keep trying to get it off. So pretty much he's lifting that side of the car up. We're turning the wheel straight again, dropping it back down, and then I reverse a bit. And we've just been rinsing, repeating this the whole fucking time, so.
Should be wide enough, bro. You'll make it on the ramp, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should be okay.
This side's pretty on the inside of it.
Huh?
This side's pretty like close to the inside here.
Is it?
Yeah. Alrighty guys, so it might have cut out last night. I actually had my phone set up on this little forklift thing. I don't even know how to explain it. I had my phone set up recording. My phone died mid-recording as we were unloading the car off of the truck. That was an absolute nightmare to do. It took so long. What we'd do is I'd reverse a bit. The front wheel is completely disconnected. The only thing holding it on is the strut. Nothing else, all of it snapped. So we'd move and the wheel would swing back out. The boys would push it back in. We'd drive a bit more. And we did this for probably an hour and a bit to get it off the truck. We then used a forklift to lift the wheel, lift that front of the car, turn the wheel straight. Yeah, anyway, it was a nightmare. We ended up getting the car off. I then dragged it over to another spot where it's parked up now. We're heading up to the shop. We're in the Calais right now. This thing, I don't know what the plan is with it. I'm really torn whether we sell or keep it. Let's go assess the damage on this car, start purchasing some parts to get the thing ready. I think I know roughly what it needs. Definitely needs a front guard now. It's gonna need front left guard. It's gonna need the bumper fixed. It's gonna need the rear bumper touched up. It's gonna need side skirts. It's got SS side skirts on it. Really weird, man. But yeah, so that's on the outside. We're gonna need curtain airbag. We're gonna need seats as well, at least a passenger seat just to get the title cleared or as repaired. I might do custom interior, but I don't know how that works with the VIN. I'll explain all that in just a moment, but without further ado, let's get up to the shop and take a better look at this thing. Down here at the shop, having a look at the thing, in the daylight, you get to see a bit more. So, got the Calais, and here is the new GDS. Now from this side, doesn't actually look bad at all. There's actually no damage on this side. One thing we did notice, but it's actually got an SS side skirt, which is very weird. Yeah, no damage. Small little nick in the rear bar just there. That side's pretty good. It's when you come around here is when you really start to notice it. So this rear wheel, the control arms are obviously all bent, smacked the curb pretty hard having a look at that rim. And then to the front, again, completely stoved in. There's actually nothing holding this wheel on other than the strut, the actual suspension. Everything else is snapped all along the bottom, all the tie rod ends, everything. So you can see this guard, it's pretty munched on the inside. It was also rolled in on the top there. I did kick it, so ignore that. Bar's not too bad, it's a little bit out of shape just there. I think what we're gonna do, best bet, is the car doesn't move, well, it can move, but it struggles to because of the front. So I think that's what we're gonna address first. The rear, it toes out, but it still rolls. It doesn't actually move or flop around. This actually just completely just moves, like it'll snap out. It can legit fold flat face down, like the wheel can just fold straight over. So I think we're gonna address the front first to get the car mobile so we can actually move it around the shop and move it around the car park, because right where it is pretty much where it's gonna stay. So probably get a jack it up, undo the whole assembly, the whole hub come out as one, bang a whole nother one in. But yeah, that's the outside. That's the biggest thing I think that's holding us back at the moment, is this front. That's why the car doesn't move. Now having a look through the inside, we'll open it up here. Having a look on the inside now, it's not actually too bad. Driver's seat, no airbags went off, no dash pads went off. It's actually just this curtain airbag here, and the passenger seat airbag went off as well. In the rear, again, nothing. It's all mint. Rear's all fine too. Curtain airbags aren't too bad. Go to a black headliner as well anyway, so you can do that at the same time. And for seats, well, I don't think this one's savable at all. So I might even just turn it into an office chair, but I reckon we go full custom interior, which will solve that issue too. So it's not actually too bad, to be honest. It looked a lot worse in the photos. When it was on the forklift, everything was hanging a lot worse. The photos were terrible too. But again, just to show you guys, this is a genuine. We'll pop the bonnet on open, show the LSA charger. As you can see, full LSA. It's already got a Harrop intake. It also looks like it does have a boost upgrade. The low balancer has been changed. It is a genuine GDS. Actually sounds super mint, but I guess without further ado, let's get some B-roll of this thing and then let's jack it up and actually fix the front passenger side.
Hey, I need some more Russians. Yeah, I got big rocks jumping at my brand new Patek watch. Ice, baby, I got a whole lot. Nigga, you's a nobody. You ain't got nobody. See niggas, they know about it. These niggas know about me. Step up on the scene, diamonds blend the whole screen. Check a boy, Louis V. I'm so fresh and so clean.
Sitting inside of it as well, I just showed you the inside a bit more, but it's actually really clean. All the dash is actually mint, and it does start and run. So I thought, why not before we actually get started? I started up, show you guys a bit. It does have a full exhaust system on it at the moment. I'm not sure exactly what brand it is, but this thing's optioned a bit. It doesn't have a sunroof. It is optioned with heated seats. I don't know whether all of them came with heated seats or not. I think that might have had to be an option. And it is optioned with the spare wheel in the boot too. Start this up. Now again, like all other GDSs, does come with the factory gauges, the factory HSV EDI. Now this is build number 203. It's actually on the lower end of the HSV GDS build numbers, but the full EDI there. And again, I don't know if it will show it, service airbag, service suspension, few dash lights just here. Has no handbrake at the moment. It's another thing we might have to address. I'm assuming that's because of the suspension issues. But yeah, airbag light is on. Engine light isn't on. We'll look through all the EDI. It's got all the gauges as usual. So nothing new just there. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the purchase. I do think it'll be a fairly, I'm gonna jinx myself here. I do think it's gonna be a fairly simple rebuild. I think it's literally just gonna be that front left strut tower and suspension components, the rear control arms and suspension components, which I'm gonna put coilovers in it anyway as well, so that'll change a few things. Well, we have actually sold, this is a pretty cool thing, we have actually sold the LSA supercharger out of this already, and we do have a Harrop one that we will be buying. So we're gonna buy a Harrop 2650i. I spoke to the team at Harrop, shout out to Jake from Harrop. They managed to look after me on a really good deal for a Harrop 2650 charger. So yeah, we are gonna sort that out as well. So this will be a factory LSA with a 2650 on it. I'm unsure whether we're gonna cam it yet. I don't think we will. I think we might just run it with a boost upgrade and a charger. And X-Force have also jumped on board too. So X-Force are also supplying us a full X-Force exhaust system, the Varex system, which is actually the same system that was on my GDSR. So that was actually really cool. It was super handy having the bimodal and valve control. So they've actually thrown one in again. They've come on board and they're a part of the build too. So I'm super keen. Without further ado, let's get stuck straight in and we'll jack this thing up and have a look at the front strut. I was literally about to start jacking it up and then I realized that HSVs, as a lot of you would know, have lock nuts on them, factory lock nuts. I'll show you what they look like. These are the factory lock nuts that come with the car. You need a special piece that goes over it. Now, I believe there's 18 different combinations of that lock nut. They're not all different for every single car. There's just 18 different ones. If you happen to collect all of them, then you've got a lock nut for every single HSV. But I was stressing because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get those off because I don't think I have a lock nut. But thankfully, this bad boy's sitting right here. So hopefully this is the right one. And we will find out in just a sec. There we go. Happy days that it is the right tool. So I'm gonna jack this up right now. We'll jack the front up, take the front wheel off and see how bad it actually is.
30s in them things, pull the trigger.
So it is just hanging there. It is legit just hanging out. And we undid some of them, but I don't know if you can see it, like the whole wheel is just chilling. I'm having high hopes, guys, not gonna lie. I'm not having high hopes at all. It looks like this guard line is complete toast, which is fine. And then just this little one in here's left. It feels cool, but this is like a really cool build, I reckon. I haven't done anything like this before, so this is gonna be my first time. Even going through the whole process of getting the title cleared, I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride. We are booked, I think we're booked in on the 16th of December, I think, for it to get inspected. So we've got about a month to get this thing cleared. Now, I don't think that's actually cracked anywhere, that rim, surprisingly. Oh, Lord. So this is the current situation. As you can see, so this guard, completely munched. The bar is split here, which is definitely fixable. This guard liner is complete toast. So I reckon I'm gonna pull that out. Now, having a look down here, that is your steering rack. Completely snapped off, which is not fun. So that steering rack is gone, snapped in that piece. There's the other piece there. This one too, this whole big arm, completely blown out down the bottom there. The MRC wiring here is damaged, which will be that suspension light. Surprisingly, sway bar might be all right. I think the sway bar is fine, actually. It doesn't look bent at all. But turning it back out, bit of an issue. There's this here, which is completely snapped off. Brake line's munched. That's no good. That's no good at all. That brake line is completely crunched. Yeah, this back here as well, the rest of the line is all toast. There's like normally foam there, yep, which again is all munched. I reckon our best bet, what's holding this in still? This thing's fucking toast, bro. That is toast. Where does that even go? Oh, that goes on this knuckle down here, bro. On that little ball joint. Oh, that's greasy. That ball joint is where this goes, and it's completely popped it out and bent it up like that. That's crazy. All of this has to change. Just gonna have to undo that bolt in there to get this off. The 24 nut that sits on the top just up here, that'll have to come off. Sway bar has to come off, brake. I don't know what we're gonna do about that brake line. Probably take all of that off. I'll undo it. But I don't reckon this rotor doesn't seem damaged at all. But this is our biggest issue. This is what's stopping the car from actually running. As I said before, that wheel sits there, that's fine, it can still roll. This is what we are dealing with. I don't know if I trust this suspension. I reckon we're gonna have to go coilovers. I really don't wanna leave suspension in the car that's been damaged and crashed. That to me is crazy, that up here needs to be down here. That is what, like, look at the distance that's had to bend and pop out. But yeah, as I said, this is the first repairable car I've ever bought. I've never bought a repairable rider before, and we've gone balls deep into a GTS. So this is an expensive one. If it doesn't, I don't think we're gonna make money on this. But it'll be a cool project.
Let it sing, then go smoke a Russian cream. I got money blue and green, drop them racks on double G's. Yeah.
This is the current stitch. Now again, apologies for this view or way I'm filming. I just really want to get this movable so we can actually get it in the shop and start looking at it a bit better. It'll just damage the shop floor if we get it in like this. But as you can see, really the only thing holding this brake on is the line and then the Z-bar here. So I'm gonna get this suspension out of the way. I've undone the 2 bolts here and then I've undone the sway bar too. I just need to pop it back through, and then there's just a 24 nut at the top. So I'll undo that now, get this out of the way, and then we can start pulling all these random snap pieces out of here.
Yeah, I'm a Gucci fiend, feel like Tarzan all these trees. I get so high I can't breathe. Like LeBron, bitch, I'm a king, but I never leave my...
All right, so we have undone the brake. That was actually really scary. This being all bent, it's all like sprung loaded, so it's like all in places and it shouldn't be. So as I undid it, it just like shot straight up and out. As you can see, that's supposed to sit out like that. The hub's completely off now. There's nothing actually holding that on, so I'm gonna move this really quick. Now we can start pulling all these random control arms and other bent shit out of it. Hopefully I didn't scratch the actual caliper too bad. No, she's fine. Well, there's the brake. VF GTS have huge fucking brakes on them. They are heavy, bro. They are heavy. These are factory VF GTS brakes. So they're 6-pot fronts, 2-piece rotors as well. That's the entire hub off as one. Gives you a bit of a look on this side. Roll it over. Wow. So that is the entire hub. So that's all off now. I'm gonna separate the brake from the hub because we will still use the brake. Yeah, we got everything out of the way. So we got the liner out, MRC front strut out, the whole hub and brake, wheels off obviously. I want to take this Z-bar out so we can properly look at that a bit more. We won't be able to touch the steering rack today. The sway bar actually looks sweet, I'm not gonna lie. It looks dead straight untouched. So I reckon we leave that in. This brake line's fine. It's actually the brake line up the top there that's not. This off actually, let's get that out of there. Get that out, get this off, start hunting for new ones. There's a few places I know that probably have them, so I should hopefully have this back on the ground today moving. Now, another thing that I'm learning. So again, this is a big learning curve for me in the rebuild or repairable write-off scene, whatnot. So when you get parts for this car or when you go to repair a car, so you have to book in a WAVI inspection date. Now this is Queensland only. I don't know about the rest of Australia or other states and their legislation, but you have to purchase your parts, you need invoice or receipt of the purchase, you need the VIN from which the parts came from. You don't actually know what's been marked as damaged. The inspectors have a full list and photos of everything that the insurance marked it as a repairable for. So say for example, bent control arms and all these other pieces, they've got all of it listed. I don't actually get access to that list, and neither does anyone actually. You can't access the list or photos on what they deem to be damaged for you to repair. You have to just repair the car for what you see. It's a bit weird. It's like, for example, that sway bar that I think's dead straight, if they've marked that as damaged and I leave that on there and they then go, oh, where's your, like, why haven't you swapped it? It won't pass the inspection. So it's really interesting. There's so much more involved than what I actually thought, as it should be to get a car back on the road that's been in a crash. But as you know, this one isn't too major. It's more just suspension stuff and a couple airbags. And I'm gonna show you how to go through all of that too. As I purchase the parts, I'll also be showing you the process of purchasing them, installing them. And then at the very end, once we get it all cleared, I'll show you that whole inspection process too. So it's super interesting. I'm learning along the way. I've got to go hunt for some parts now. I really just want to get driving, get it in the shop, so then I can actually put it on the hoist and show you guys properly, and it's a bit more aesthetic instead of me sitting out here curbside, you know, just on the ground. It's not the best working environment. However, we've got to do what we've got to do. Just loosened this one off and it's just flopped straight back down. There's actually a little access point you can get through in the back here to access the nut in there. So what we're gonna do is just go around, get this undone. But it's really awkward because it's all kind of bent. I have to use this big bar. So I'll set you guys up and we'll just keep chipping away.
Yeah, what the fuck you mean? Hopping in here, the exhaust. Hit the gate, why me get lost?
That is pretty much everything out but the steering racks. Yeah, that's the Z-bar out, other control arm. Steering rack's still there, sway bar's off, brakes all off. The actual strut is out too. Gives us a really good look at everything in there. Yeah, looking at the parts we've pulled out, line is a write-off. I'm gonna say that this is a write-off. I'm not gonna trust it. This complete write-off. That thing is very, very bent. And then this was the Z-bar. So as you can see, oh, there's another piece that just came out of it. There's some bushes all blown out of it. I don't know. I think it's not bent, to be honest, but I'm not trusting it. I'm just gonna get a new one. The bush inside's definitely blown the fuck out. That's a write-off on its own, but that's like everything. The hub's over there. We're gonna need a new hub. The aluminium hubs, which I've been told bend really easy, so again, we're gonna get a new hub. So pretty much everything's gonna be new. New coilovers, new control arms, new Z-bar, new hub, new steering rack. I'm happy with the progress so far. Now the big thing is actually doing digging and finding some replacement parts, which I'm gonna go do now. I'm gonna put the camera back on charge, and then hopefully we should check back in once we've got another hub from a VF GTS. Well, how does that saying go? It's like, if you know what you got, you don't got a lot or something. Anywho, turns out I've got a hub. Fuck knows, I don't remember having it, but it was just a dog running around. Oh, look at him. Hey. Anywho, I out of one of the cars I wrecked like 6 months ago, Elvie and the boys told me to keep front K-frame and hubs and shit, which I was gonna throw out because I sent the thing to scrap. Turns out it's actually helped a lot. I do have as well, so while the camera was on charge, we managed to pull out the tie rod end. Now this was the part that snapped, oh sorry, this end. This part snapped off of the steering rack. Now what I didn't know is that the steering rack's actually come apart. So that's the part that snapped there. And so this end unscrews from the rack. So I literally just took the boot off, unscrewed that, the snap part's there, then unscrewed the bolt out of the tie rod. So now I've just ordered a new rod. So a rod should be here in the next hour or so from Burson's. So we've got a brand new rod on the way. The tie rod end is fine, not damaged at all. The boot is all fine on it as well. Up until that arrives, I'm gonna bang this hub in because these arms are all the same. Fun thing I only just found out too, that's why I'd completely forgotten, didn't even think to use it. I thought VF GTSs had different front K-frames and front control arms and shit. Turns out all VFs are the same in the front no matter what. It's the rear, which the cradles are completely different, which I knew, but I thought the fronts might have been different too, hence why I didn't think of it. Elvis said, what about that one you've got upstairs? I don't think it'd work. He said, no, they're all the same. So that's where we're at. We've already got a hub. We've now got both the control arms. We're gonna piece this back together. Gotta wait for the tie rod, gotta wait for the other rod to rock up, and we'll bang that in. But now I'm gonna put that stock suspension back in. I do think it is bent. We're not gonna use it. I'm just simply doing it to get the car back on the ground and rolling. And once that's all done, we'll be able to move the car. I can show you it driving and we can get it inside, potentially to look at the rear. I wanna jack the rear up. I did have a brief look underneath. It's not looking good, fam. Not looking good, Brev, but yeah, let's get this hub back in, these tie rod ends back on.
Tell that bitch keep on the draw, yeah, cause you know I want them draws, yeah. No, you can't text or can't call, no. I got a bitch at the house, yeah. Get it hoe straight to my.
All right, guys, and just like that, we have our new rod. If I want to open this up real quick. So it is a Road Safe STR rod. That's what it looks like. So now what I'm gonna do, place this down, we have to measure to make sure it's the same distance. Now, roughly, this was the whole way in there, maybe 2 ribs, 2 threads up. So we're gonna roughly measure exactly the same on this, using the nut. We're gonna measure to make them the same. Bada bing, bada boom, that goes back on. And it's practically the same. And again, we'll get this all realigned, but this is just for now to get the car on the ground. It's roughly about there. I'm gonna go a couple more threads down, so I can actually get it back on.
Yeah, dunk a hole like basketball. You know I'm all about my figures. Young nigga getting them digits. Young niggas going gorilla. I heard you be talking that pillar.
As you can see, suspension's back in, hubs on, and the arms are all connected. First of all, we put the Z-bar back in, the bolt through there. So did this lower control arm just here, and the bolt, again, as I said, through this little doorway there. Now, what I did is I actually tightened them up fully while they're all the way down on the ground. Now I've actually been advised that I'm to loosen them off, which I have. I've loosened them both off, and then it makes it easier for you to attach them to the hub attaching to the suspension. So I put on the new rod here. So pretty much you pull this boot back and it threads into the steering rack. You then thread the rod into the tie rod end. Now to do that, you had to bolt the suspension in the top, which is that 24 nut. So suspension went up, bolted on top, then the hub lifts up, which then allows you to put the rod below the Z-bar, which you can then tighten up the tie rod end onto. Again, I measured it off roughly. I'm gonna tighten this up now. It's just rough just to get it moving. Again, I'm gonna get this car fully aligned, get it all dialed in. I'm now just gonna briefly tighten up these bolts, which I loosened off. Get the lines, or all the wiring, I guess, sitting back where it should be on this bracket and hub. And then I'm going to leave the sway bar off for now. It's just, again, to get it moving. I'm doing full coilovers in it, so this is going to have to come off anyway. And two, I'm going to suss out whether that actually needs to be replaced or not. If not, I'll order a brand new part. But again, we got brand new rod from Burson's. Tie rod end was all good. I found a hub, or I had a hub laying around off another car that I didn't think would fit, but it actually does. And yeah, we're gonna put this brake on now. So pretty much pull all of that off, slot it straight on here, hook the brake line back up. Again, it's gonna have heaps of air in the lines. But yeah, we're gonna have this thing back on the ground in just a moment.
Boy, you know you not no killer. My chopper eat niggas for dinner. My diamonds, it make it shiver. This codeine.
Boom, just like that. It is all back in. Now I'm gonna put this wheel back on. Again, I've got other wheels for this thing. I'm gonna put the wheel back on. I'll clean up all of this mess. Let's throw all this in the bin, and we'll get this thing back on the ground.
It's eating my liver.
Alrighty, let's lower it down. You ready? It's gonna hit the curb for sure. Boom, she's down. Progress, bro, this is sick. I'm gonna top up the brake fluid here. Yeah, it needs a lot. All right, we're gonna get top up the holy stutter, brake fluid, and then we'll move this out of the way. Well, that's a great success. Now, it is completely out of line, definitely needs realignment, but it is back on the ground. And it rolls, it moves, man. That's crazy. Crazy. Been one day and we already got the thing rolling. Bro, this repairable shit's easy. Nah, joke, it's pretty light stuff. No chassis stuff, just suspension, which is mad. Here, you get a really good look. Now you can really see what I was talking about with this rear. That rear wheel, really bent. So we'll jack it up a bit later, have a look underneath. Front wheel, back on the ground. Now we've got to hunt down a silver guard. I reckon we give this thing a bit of a wash. As you can see, it's super, super dirty. Wow, man, this thing's looking like a good project. Now we are going to give this thing a bit of a wash, as I said before, just so we can assess if there's any other damage around the outside. I guess let's get the foam gun out. We'll hose the whole thing down, gurney it down, foam it, clean it. Inside, I probably won't touch, to be honest. I'll probably just do outside for now. I have also bought a curtain airbag as well. Shout out to Hank from Commodore Wreckers down in Murwillumbah. So we got a new curtain airbag going in the car, which I'll probably do tomorrow or in the next video. After we clean this up, I reckon that's going to wrap up today's video, but let's get straight into the wash.
I drink mud, yeah, pouring just because. On my rose, I spent the dub, yeah, shining like a bug. Buy this shit, don't give a fuck. Yeah, this hustling in my blood. My heart cold can't show no love. Yeah, my grandma raised a thug. Yeah, I bought them racks out.
So off camera, I've actually just finished cleaning it, wiped the whole thing down, and I've actually just jacked it up as well to have a brief look underneath the car and actually see how bad it is. Now, looking at this side, I did think this wheel was a bit closer to the front of the car. However, assessing it, I can't actually see anything wrong. Now, this isn't the first time this car has been in a crash. It's actually been written off twice. Now, looking here, these are awfully clean. Like that and that are completely different. You can see that's factory, like that's from the car originally. This is new. So is this, so is these bolts. A lot of it is new parts. That lower control arm is not new, that's factory. Same with that toe arm, but all these top ones are new. So I think a lot of this has been replaced before. There was a few things like, for example, this being worn here, in the scrubbing on the edge of the tire, that makes me think it has been knocked forward into the guard. But I just don't get how it's done it when really there's nothing bent. I can't see anything damaged, snapped or bent. I've had a real good look at it too. But if you come around on this side, this is where you really see the damage. Looking up in the top there, you can see it's pinched together and snapped. Those two aren't supposed to be touching, and that's definitely not supposed to be cracked either side. You can see it there. Now you'll notice all this random grease. It's actually because the CV is completely exploded out, as well as this piece of suspension here is completely snapped. So we're gonna have to get new ones. I actually have a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna double check exactly what I have. I actually have a lot of the stuff from the GTSR. So you'll remember when I did the 15-inch conversion, I changed a lot of the arms and I actually still have all of it. So again, I should have a fair few amount of the parts to replace all of this. If not, I'm pretty sure I got all of it, to be honest. So I could even have the rear done today. You know what, fuck it, let's do the rear. I'm gonna do the rear in the same episode. One big episode, why not? Let's undo that. It's gonna be a couple 18s, 15s for the sway bar too. So let's get stuck straight in.
Everything got cashed out. She left a lot, I smashed out. Come get your boats and cash out. Get high till I pass out. From the back, she pass out. Pull a track, she tap out. Big lock make her spaz out. Step up on the scene, diamonds bling the whole screen. Check a boy, Louis V. I'm so fresh and so clean. Stuff them bands in my jeans. Slap them 30s in them things. Pull the trigger, let it sing. Then go smoke a Russian cream.
I'm now about to cut the control arm off where it's snapped to give us more just room in general. And then I'm gonna try and, because this bolt's stuck, I can't get this out. I've been trying for like 30, 40 minutes. I'm gonna try and just cut the bolt in the slot area, which is pretty tight. We'll see how we go. I'm just gonna try and cut it and then it should slip out both sides. Then I'll put the new one in.
Hey, I need some more Russians. I got big rocks jumping at my brand new Patek watch. Ice, ice, baby, I got a whole lot. Nigga using no.
Alright, it's a bit of an update on everything. This is the new control arm, the old one actually, out of my GTS, and we're gonna get this in there. So Elvis actually figured out how to get it out. So there's the pieces to it, super munch. So what actually happened is the spacer on this side got stuck in the thread. Couldn't get it out. There you can see that's me trying to cut it. Didn't go too well. And that's the other one that snapped too. So just, bro, it's actually lucky as all the shit that snapped is the shit I have. The shit that didn't snap is the stuff I don't have. Again, I don't trust the suspension in it. I'm gonna go brand new coilovers all around. Front's already done again. But yeah, let's get this new lower control arm in. And then get this rear end done.
You ain't got nobody. See niggas, they know about it. These niggas know about me. Step up on the scene, diamonds bling the whole screen. Check a boy, Louis V. I'm so fresh and so clean. Stuff them bands in my jeans. Slap them 30s in them things. Pull the trigger, let it sing. Then go smoke a Russian cream. I got money, blue and green.
It's all replaced now. We've done everything up. I'm gonna put the wheel on, drop it back on the ground, and then see what it looks like. It'll probably still be a little bit out. Again, it needs an alignment, but I think we're pretty good to go. Maybe take a little drive, get some videos at driving, just in the industrial, obviously, just in here. But all done. And that is that part done. Now, I do need to drive it. The handbrake's probably just still holding it up. But yeah, that is, I think, a wrap on today's episode, guys. We will tomorrow, I'll probably film episode 2. Tomorrow will be coilovers and wheels, and then we'll probably start attacking the inside as well. Today was super successful. We did a whole brand new hub and all new control arms in the front. We also did new control arm and toe arm in the rear. Assessed a bit of the damage. Now we know what we need. But guys, if you do like this type of content, this is the new build series. I don't know if I might do another one of these. This has actually been really fun. I'm super keen to get this back to how it should be and spec-wise. Again, we have teamed up with Harrop, so we will be getting a Harrop supercharger as well as X-Force exhaust system too. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you do like this type of series, if you want to see more of these little rebuilds or ins and outs of rebuilding a HSV or what goes into rebuilding one, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I got big rocks jumping at my brand new Patek watch. Ice, ice, baby, I got a whole lot. Nigga using nobody. You ain't got nobody. See niggas, they know about it. These niggas know about me. Step up on the scene, diamonds bling the whole screen. Check a boy, Louis V. I'm so fresh and so clean. Stuff them bands in my jeans. Slap them 30s in them things. Pull the trigger, let it sing. Then go smoke a Russian cream. I got money, blue and green. Drop them racks on double.